In this video, I will show how the Oracle Digital Assistant can assist you in creating effective chatbot dialogues. Dialogue flows define the narrative of the conversations a digital assistant can have with a user within a skill. The dialogue flow is akin to a playbook. Scripts are created to cover both the ideal path and alternative scenarios. Sometimes the conversation deviates from the main path or fails to provide enough information, and the dialogue flow must be designed to handle these alternative scenarios. The conversation flow typically starts when an intent is identified. The dialogue then progresses through various states of interaction between the user and the digital assistant, which can involve a prompt, a message, a value list, or another display for the user to respond to. Typically, the dialogue flow ends with an answer or a call to a back-end service. The Visual Flow Designer within Oracle Digital Assistant empowers users to create conversational flows in a visual and declarative manner. In the Visual Flow Designer architecture, we create flows. Flows combine to form a conversation, and they can call each other. Within each conversational flow, we have a list of templates centered around use cases that can help define states. These templates enable the creation of dialogue flow states that match the bot's actions, like sending a message or asking for input. Each possible result from a state can be linked to the next state or action, making the conversation organized and efficient. In the Visual Flow Designer, we can find the main flow, which is an essential and unremovable component that serves as the starting point for all conversations. It maps user intents and other events to different flows, allowing developers to create modular event-driven flows. The main flow also allows developers to define global variables that can be accessed throughout the conversation flow and parameters that can be passed in the input. This is a pizza ordering skill, so let's create a flow and map it to the desired intent event. In the dialog canvas, we can add states. These templates simplify the tasks as they follow typical use cases by providing user messaging, action menus, card menus, multimedia messages, integration templates, and many more. Each state has its own properties. For example, the simple send message allows us to define a message to the user. We also have states like the resolve composite bag that will allow us to extract all the required entities or send prompts to ask for them. Each state also has transitions that we can use to advance the conversation based on certain conditions. We recommend building conversation flows incrementally. It is better to select a specific conversation to build, such as order pizza or file an expense. Once we have the intent and the required entities, we can create a flow, which specifies the sequence of steps and responses needed to complete the conversation. By building conversation flows incrementally, you can test and refine each component of the conversation independently, helping you identify and fix any issues or errors early in the development process. It is also important to think about modularization, which means breaking down the conversation flow into smaller, reusable components. This can easily be done by defining input and output parameters in your flows. For more information, please ask our assistant Artie. You can find the links in the description.